This may not be the terrible tale, but this is better because today it wasn't about the black and yellow, it was all about the black and silver. Woo! Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Kiljaedas. How's it going? We're back. That's right, we are back with another Raiders recap video. Let's get at it. It is week 2, and it is our Las Vegas Raiders locking horns with an old school rival of ours, the Pittsburgh Steelers. Let's just say this, all right? For us, this is going to be a tough matchup. It always is. It's the old bad boy versus bad boy of the NFL back in the old days. And the Steelers normally bring it. But we have an aging Ben Roethlisberger. And let's just say the Pittsburgh Steelers didn't look that good last week. Who knows what would happen? However, it was a very tight game. Little errors to be had because otherwise it'll have been capitalized and spell big problems. And so here we go. Final score 17-26. Raiders win 2-0, baby. Let's freaking go. This game was what we needed after the huge sloppy and horrible play of the last game against the Ravens. Here it is. We take on another juggernaut of a team, the Pittsburgh Steelers, and we show up. And even though the final score shows something a little closer, it was domination. It was wonderful to see. Let's just say this. We have just completely blown the doors out from the Steelers. Honestly, if we actually capitalized on the red zone and actually leads to a touchdown, this would be a bigger score. But it's not. Because the Steelers defense is that good. But hey, I'm satisfied with it. I know some of you guys are satisfied with it. The big thing for me is just that defense. Holy crap, the defense showed up and took Big Ben down. And I mean, we were pressuring him all game long. And we popped him several times. It was really good. Derek Carr did get injured a bit during the game. That was a scare. Luckily, he was back up. I don't know what happened. They had to do something with his leg. It gave us a big scare because we're thinking, okay, yeah, Marcus Mariota will come in. Oh, wait, Marcus Mariota is injured. That means Nathan Peterman's like, please be okay, Carr. But, hey, luckily we did that, so that's that. Anyways, let's go ahead and move on to our statistics. So with statistics, what I do is I compare the two teams pound for pound for what they did during the game. And then after that, I go and I break it down to even smaller portions and highlight the best players in a certain category. Now, this is a Raiders show. If you want to know what individually the Pittsburgh Squealers did, you're going to have to go to Steelers recap or whatever the heck you guys call it. I don't know. Check out a urinating tree video. I don't know. You're going to have to go away for something else. This is a Raiders show. Therefore, we're doing rare players only. Moving on though. Here we go with our team stats. Total yards. The Steelers, 331 compared to the Raiders, 425 yards. We outgunned them. Holy crap. We led in both categories. With the Raiders getting 373 yards in the passing compared to 292 for the Steelers. And then you got rushing yards, which also goes to 39 yards for the Steelers and then 52 for the Raiders. Huh. Well, that was unexpected. Both teams did not utilize the run game that much. Or if anything, they couldn't utilize it that well. Granted, the Pittsburgh Steelers have been dying for a run game. Because here it is, Big Ben is being freaking very, very, let's just say he's being very, very selfish and wanting just to pass the ball, and that's it. Meanwhile, the Raiders, I don't know what the Raiders are doing, but we just could not get the run game going. That is something that needs to be improved. I don't care if Josh Jacobs is out on an injury. We need to get the run game going. We can't always rely on the passing game. But moving on though, yards per play, we have 5.9 for the Steelers and 6.9 for the Raiders. And then of course we go to turnovers. Raiders, big ol' 0. Meanwhile, the Steelers have 1. And that is an interception to Trayvon Mullen. We finally got a interception. I'm glad that we're not going to be going on a drought. There's at least one interception. I hope we can get more, but let's keep on rolling with that. Moving on though, time of possession, it is the Raiders 34 minutes and 22 seconds. Meanwhile, the Pittsburgh Steelers have 25 minutes and 38 seconds. Huge difference. I mean, that is almost an entire quarter, pretty much, of us having the ball then compared to the Steelers. That's big, and that will help us more when we start facing teams such as, I don't know, the Kansas City Chiefs. We need to make sure that the time of possession is in our side and not the other teams. Meanwhile, though, penalties. Both teams actually tied with 5 penalties each. Good on the Raiders for keeping their discipline. And even though it was 5 penalties and stuff like that, it kind of matched up. You know, there was going to be some chippiness, and we did have an unsportsmanlike conduct foul call on us, but then again, it happened on that side too. One of them for the Steelers got the guy's ass canned from the freaking game. That was beautiful. Who the hell spits at another player? I mean, you should know better. Either way, though, let's go ahead and go over player stats now. So we're going to start with the offense. First player up is Derek Carr. My boy, he got 28 for 37. He went for 373 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, and more importantly, 0 interceptions. That's what I'm talking about, baby. I love that. I like it. I want more of it. Let's move on, though. Rushing. Josh Jacobs is injured. We need something more. People stepped up, especially Barber. He went up with 13 attempts with 32 yards. That's a 2.5 yard average. And of course, he had 0 touchdowns. Hey, the run game didn't work, but we needed to work on it big time. Moving on to receiving. Darren Waller was shut down this game. Like, Derek Carr could not throw to him at all. He was being covered so well. What does that mean? That means Derek Carr needs to go to the other targets. And man, oh man, Derek Carr went to other targets because he saw Henry Ruggs the freaking third with 5 catches and 113 yards, including 1 touchdown. And let me tell you, it was a beautiful throw. Derek Carr cocked back and just threw a bomb, double coverage over to Henry Ruggs, who just caught it, scampered out for a freaking touchdown. Trust me, I almost got in trouble with my wife because I was watching the game on my phone. I saw that and I was like, beautiful, beautiful. That's what I like to see. Meanwhile, though, for turnovers, 0. No turnovers whatsoever. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. Moving on, though, for turnovers on the defensive side, though. No fumbles, but we had that one interception that Trayvon Mullen had, and it was for 15 yards. Good on you, Trayvon Mullen. Let's get some more of it. We did fumble it twice because of Derek Carr fumbling it, and then because of a crazy snap, and then, of course, the flop fumble and everything. But, hey, we didn't freaking... Yeah, we did fine. Meanwhile, though, for sacks, we got 2 of them to Big Ben, and now Solomon Thomas coming in and laying the smack it down on him. Trust me, though, I saw something. I'll get to that in a bit. Meanwhile, though, we had some tackle for losses. 3 of them. That was all from Abram, Wright, and Crosby. Good on you guys for getting people in the backfield. And that comes to a total of 5 tackles for loss. Good on you, boys. I like what I see. Moving on, though. We go to special teams. And, of course, the man who I think was a freaking MVP of the game. Sorry, Derek Carr. I think this guy was the MVP of the game. And that was Daniel freaking Carlson. 4 for 4 for field goals. His longest was 46 yards. 2 for 2 for extra points. That's a total of 14 points. If you look at it, Derek Carr had 2 touchdowns. Meanwhile, Daniel Carlson, 14 points. That's pretty much 2 touchdowns. This dude gave us the most points, and he nailed that one field kick to seal the deal at the end of the fourth quarter. Daniel Carlson is my freaking MVP because he did his job, and that's the most important thing. Moving on to punting, though, A.J. Cole, he had 4 points. That was a 47.5 yard average on his punts. He had 2 of them that were inside the 20. I like it. I want more of it. And his longest was 55 yards. Good job to you, A.J. Cole. Kick returns, Henry Ruggs again. He only had 1 return, though, which was only for 22 yards, no touchdowns, and, of course, 22-yard average. Oh, well. And, of course, capping it off for stats is punt returns, which is Hunter Renfrow. Hunter Renfrow got 2 returns for a 13-yard average. His longest was 16 yards with no touchdowns, of course. But either way, good on you guys all. All right. It is time for my favorite portion of the show. It is the Bacon Praise Burger and the Turd Sandwich. This is where I go and I choose what's it going to be that we're going to eat for this week. Is it going to be a Bacon Praise Burger or is it going to be a Turd Sandwich? Well, we won, of course, so obviously we're going with the freaking Bacon Praise Burger. And I mean bacon because, after all, bacon is delicious. It is wonderful. Bacon is love. Bacon loves you. Why not add a little bit of extra flavor to your cheeseburger, or just say praise burger, with some bacon? Eh? Anyways, for those who don't know about my show, and especially when it comes to a praise burger, for those who don't know what a praise burger is, that is where you put positive praise for the buns, basically on top and bottom, and in the inside, which is basically the meat, that is when you put your constructive criticism, meaning you need to do something better with yourself. So, go positive praise, constructive criticism, then positive praise, and then you give that to the person that you are wanting to give a praise burger to. Hey, you know what? Try it at home. Give it to someone. And don't be like, oh, you should just go ahead and look at yourself in the mirror and give yourself an uppercut. You know, maybe be a little nicer. Just a little bit. Maybe. Moving on. Anyways, here is what I got for our Bacon Praise Burger. So, boop. Big win. That is the most important thing. We had a big win. Again, that's another AFC North opponent down. Good for you guys. I'm proud of you. Way to go. Next thing, Carr. Spreading the love around. That last game, you focused nothing on but freaking Darren Waller. And it's like, there are other people in the freaking field. Throw to them, and you did it. And you walked away with the win. Good job, Yanya. Derek Carr. I'm so happy for you. Moving on, though. O-line. Let's try to lock it up a little bit more. Let's try to keep it going. You got to win the battle in the trenches, especially when it comes to the run game. You know what I'm talking about. The run game is important, and we got to do it. You got to get in there, get tough, get rough, get strong, and freaking jostle those defensive linemen out of the way so our running backs can get upfield. Not only that, let's try to make sure Derek Carr doesn't get sacked. Come on now. I think Mrs. Carr is still trying to give you guys cookies or something like that after the game if you guys don't give a sack away. I'm just saying. Cookies. I'm just saying. Next one. JJ Jonathan Abram. Bruh. How can you let that guy step arm you? Huh? You didn't get to the gym. You didn't bulk up a little bit, put some weight on you. I mean, come on. Why are you letting him throw you around like a rag doll? Dude. That's embarrassing. Come on, dude. You gotta do better than that. Get bigger, get stronger, and goddamn, man, grab the dude. Grab him so when he throws you off him, you take him with you. I believe in you, buddy. Come on now. You're playing smarter, but I need you to play a little bit stronger. Beef up, dude. Seriously. Hey, but of course, let's not forget about Daniel Carlson. Nailing all those freaking kicks. Good on you, Daniel Carlson. You came away with you pretty much had the most points out of all of us combined. Good on you. Way to go. Love it. And of course, our freaking bacon that we put on the freaking praise burger, the defense, especially the defensive line, you guys made life miserable for Big Ben Roethlisberger. I love it. Cannot say enough of it. That is big, especially that one time when freaking Big Ben popped back and freaking Mad Max Crosby went and freaking popped him in the chest. Loved it. Good on you, Max Crosby. And of course, Solon Thomas for getting those sacks. Good on you guys. Let's keep it up, okay? And that's today's Praise Burger. Go ahead, chew on that for a little bit. It's delicious. Next week, we have the Miami Dolphins. Tua was hurt, and they came away with a loss this week. Let's try to give them another loss. There ain't no prisoners. There ain't no quarter. And there's no Fitz magic to save them. So let's pull out the win. Anyways, guys, that is it for today's video. Thank you very much for watching. And comment down below what you like about this week's game. Let me know. And if anything, I'll see y'all at the Murph's Fan Cave for Raiders Fan Radio. I need to do some typing with me and the Macho Man Raider Savage. Thank you very much for watching, guys. And I shall catch you later. Bye.